Hello and welcome back. Today I want to talk to you guys about introduction to notary. And to me what that means is if you've just finished maybe your notary class and you're waiting for your test results, or maybe you've been a notary for a year, maybe even 10 years, but haven't done much with it. Today I want to talk to you about how to get started in the business. And it might not be exactly what you're looking for, but again, this is just one segment that I just want to talk to you about a few things that I think can help you get started as a mobile notary professional, which would mean, I think, mostly signing or wanting to sign real estate documents. I think that's where most of the money seems to be. You get to get paid anywhere from, quite frankly, these days, anywhere from $65 to $150, depending on what area you're in, depending on what time of day it is. There's so many variables, and of course we're going to cover this throughout all of these videos, so just be patient. We'll try to put as many of these videos up as possible for you to learn everything you need to know about being a mobile notary professional. But let's get started on a few minutes just talking about how you expand once you have your notary book, once you have your stamp, once you're ready to notarize something, but obviously don't have any clients. The first thing I can tell you is you want to do research. You got to know that we're in one of the greatest times in history to where research is at the tip of your fingers. And again, I know I'm talking to people with so many different backgrounds, but I know we all have access to the internet. And most of us probably have a smartphone. At the very least, we're surrounded by everybody who has smartphones and the internet. So again, I don't mean to start too basic, but again, there's just research at your fingertips that you do need to sit down and try to take a moment to review. And the first thing I would do is I'd sit down in front of a computer and I'd type in mobile notary. I'd type in mobile signing agent, loan signing agent, and I try to find out where that leads me to, because there's so many websites right now that are looking to register notaries just like yourself, to try to find and start work, to try to advertise and let people know that you can do work and that you're ready to work. So you want to go on and you want to start looking for registries. There are kind of like the top registries out there. You'll see them, they'll come right to the top, and you'll be able to basically figure out, you'll be able to know who's the number one, who's the number two, who's the number three. And quite frankly, I think you just need to be registered on anywhere from 3 to 5 notary registries. Again, this is something where other companies, whether it's a title company or a signing agency, will come to these websites regularly and look for a notary in a particular area. And of course, we're talking about the area that you live in. So they'll type in a zip code and it'll basically give them a 10-mile radius of how many notaries are in that vicinity. And you're most likely to come up in that search. Now it does depend on what type of membership you have. Of course, this is all marketing and advertising. So there might be a free entry-level membership. There might be something where you pay $30 to $50 and maybe get a higher posting to where companies see you quicker. And I think if you start to pay $100, $150, you'll come up on the first pages once somebody searches in your area. Is it worth it? It is worth it. Number one, I know if you're starting and you got a lot of startup costs, do the best you can to stomach the cost of advertising, of marketing, and of having at least the very best equipment possible. We all learn through trial, through error, through buying low and upgrading. If you can just try to make some patient moves and try to buy some of the better stuff, including better marketing and advertising, it will pay off. If you start to pay $50, $100 for marketing on a website that does give you, or that does look like it will produce results, that $100 will pay you thousands of dollars, especially when you're shooting over a year's time, because most memberships come yearly. And like I said, they're usually about $100 or so, and you will get work, you will get calls, and you will be able to pay off that membership pretty easy. And the bigger picture is you want that membership to give you enough work to where you're now starting to pay back for your equipment, for your phone bill, for your electricity, for your rent. You know, basically, it will start to pay you back in making a living. And if that's what you're trying to do, whether it's part-time, whether it's sporadically, or whether you're looking to go full-time, you just need to make sure that you have some good marketing in place. Once you get your placement on these notary registries, here's what I call the moneymaker, and that's going to be your biography. Once you register into these sites, whether you buy a membership or you do a free one, the next offer that these sites give you will be to post a biography. And that's where you have a chance to let everybody know who you are and why they should hire you. Your biography, I believe, is everything, especially once you're trying to get clients. If you want to make that phone ring, you got to put some time into telling these people, these signing agencies, these title companies, letting them know who you are. Who are you? Are you efficient? Are you punctual? Do you have signing experience? If you don't, why should they hire you? You've got to paint this picture, and there is a way to paint a picture. You got to go up, maybe check out the other notaries and see what their biographies look like. You know, with LinkedIn and the World Wide Web, I mean, I don't think anything's a secret anymore. So, you know, you wouldn't want to go and plagiarize anything off of another notary profile, but you definitely want to get some ideas. Some notaries have some great bios, and you want to just take a look to see what basically you're attracted to, because that's the same thing that you're going to want people to come into your profile and read about you and want to give you a shot at doing a job, whether it's a structured settlement, whether it's a deed, a grant deed signing, or an entire loan package. They do go onto these sites and they want to see who they're about to partner with. So you want to be that best partner, the best partner that they can get at that particular time, because quite frankly, the other thing that determines how you work could be the time of day, could be the day in the week. Sometimes it could be a last minute signing to where somebody dropped out and now they're calling you, and that's a great opportunity, because anytime that phone rings, anytime somebody's asking you for work or to do a job, that's your opportunity. That's a new client. That's going to allow you to possibly build a relationship, do your first job, double check your work, and do everything you can to make sure that you provided what you said you would provide. Great service. Again, that would reflect your biography. So when they finish that job, they're ready to cut you that check in a couple weeks. They're going to want to come back to you and give you more work. You know, this is just how you want to get started. Go to these registries, check it out, do some research. I'm not going to spend too much time going into it. You really have to dive into these registries, get a feel for what you can offer, and then try to get in as many as you can. Like I said, 3 to 5 you might be okay, and you might want to be very selective once you get into the last 2. You're going to definitely join in 3 of the big ones, and then the last 2 you're going to want to pick and choose to see maybe what you feel. You kind of get a gut feeling for some of these other sites to see if they have some traffic or if they seem to be pretty modern enough for you to register on. So anyways, I'm going to keep this short. I really just wanted to give you a little tidbit on new notaries, or maybe how you're getting started, or if you want to transition into doing more signing work. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to tune in. There'll be videos coming on a regular basis. Everybody take care of yourself.